Hi, I'm natekokernot. Welcome to my channel. I've been walking us through the steps to forgiveness the last couple of days because forgiveness is the only true purpose we have here in this world. If this is just a bad dream, which is what I am contending that it is, then waking up from the dream is our only true purpose. Forgiving our own perceptions of suffering is the way out of suffering. In the first step, true denial, we acknowledged that this is a dream. With the second step, the reversal of cause and effect, we own the facts that the root of our suffering is in our minds, not out there in the physical world. In this, the third step in the forgiveness process, we are asking for help from the Holy Spirit within us to correct our misperception. That is the miracle. It's not a change outside of us that we ask for. It's a correction in our own mind that we are asking for. A correction of our belief that we could be sick or harmed by anything of this world. We exist right now in heaven, where all is changeless love, and our lack of awareness of this unchanging reality is our only real problem. Underneath this world of appearances, which is the same as the world of separation, which is the same as our suffering, heaven awaits us now, not when we die, now. In the early days of my thought vigilance practice, I was leaving this important step out because I hadn't shifted my belief yet that the world I see was a thing of my own making. I still believed, in part at least, that the world was just happening out there, independent of my mind. If I'm honest with myself, I was looking everywhere for signs that the practice was working. If you don't know, by the way, what I'm talking about when I say thought vigilance, then I recommend clicking on the channel below and going to the playlist called Thought Vigilance, where I walk you through that practice, which is directed at healing all of our misplaced beliefs on the level of our thoughts. My will, in the beginning, was for a better dream, a happier dream. I wanted to have the effects corrected. I wanted to see better images, ones more to my liking. I wanted a better experience than I was having. I didn't understand at that point that it was the cause that needed to be fixed, not the effects. The effects would be corrected once I made the one correction that is essential, namely my ill-gotten belief system. I realized later that I was putting the cart before the horse. If the only correction that is needed is to our perception of the world, if that's where the mistake was made, when we ask for assistance from the divine, we're not asking for a change in the world because the world doesn't need changing. It's just our perception of the world that needs changing. The metaphor that might make this make sense is that we clean our glasses instead of trying to clean up the messiness of the world that we see through our messy glasses. The reason that we see such a messy world is because our will is more powerful than we realized. We have the power to move mountains with our minds, and with minds that are in service to the ego, we have created a very messy world. We took our inheritance, the power vested in our minds to create the world we see, and because our guide, the ego, wanted more than everything, the world showed us the impossibility of our request by granting us an experience of what it would be like to have happiness and peace just outside of our reach, since we have asked for something impossible. With this third step, we are asking for just everything that we deserve, because we are blessed by God, but not more than that. We must not be hard on ourselves at this juncture, since we truly believed that our joy and peace were somehow to be found in those things that we strive to get. The nice house, the nice car, the perfect spouse, the good reputation, the successful career, the perfectly ripped body. We were taught that these were the things that would bring us happiness. Name any false idol and it's the same result. If we get it, we find out that the feeling of happiness and contentment is short-lived. It turned out not to have happiness and peace hidden inside of it. We get the thing, but we don't get the joy and peace we were told the thing represents. And that's if we get the thing. Most of the time, the thing itself is just out of reach. We can't afford it. And so we strive to get the money so we can get the thing, all the while exhausting ourselves and finding our hope depleted that we'll ever be able to obtain the life of our dreams. So this step is the one in which we acknowledge the folly of our wasted efforts and ask for the only correction we need to make peace and joy our experience. By forgiving the world and accepting our rightful place in heaven now, the error was in our minds, and now we ask for the correction to that one and only error. I hope you're finding these ideas helpful, and that you'll like and subscribe so this message can get passed along to more people. Thanks to you all for listening to me, and have a beautiful day. I'll see you next time.